entire group, but specifically the seniors. You know, they came in and been a great group and a fun group to work with. And, you know, I think it's hard. It's hard to do what our team just did, and we still want to finish the job. You know, we want to be better on Saturday than we were today, and we're going to need to be. But when you play Ed's team, they're really going to fight you. They're going to play hard. They're going to scrap. They're going to claw. They're going to figure out a way to muddy the game up and compete for 40 minutes. And we knew that. But, you feel that pressure of wanting to get what you worked so hard for. So it's not going to come easy, and it hasn't. So I'm really happy for our seniors. It was really cool to watch those guys go up on the ladder and cut the nets, and think back to when I recruited them and when they were in my office. To see them become Big East champions is something that they'll never forget. When they're my age, I'm in a box somewhere 8 feet under, 6 feet under. They'll always be able to think back to not only tonight but all the memories they had playing with a great group of guys. And like I said to them, we got a lot more to do. We had a great team a couple of years ago and ended quickly, so I don't want anybody to think that we're by any means satisfied. With that, I'll take any questions.
Chris, congratulations. You guys ended up almost leading the game wire to wire tonight. You mentioned yesterday, and you said it again just now, this team was obviously acutely aware of what was at stake tonight. Do you think that was a case of them having one hand on the trophy and just not wanting to let go and sensing the moment?
Well, I think, number one, I thought Providence's subs played really well. I mean, for Bullock to be in foul trouble, Cartwright to almost not playing the entire second half, we just couldn't get it over that 12, 13 point mark. And so you come down the stretch and a couple boneheaded turnovers when Providence is playing desperate. It gives that eerie feeling. But we made our free throws and we get to the line and go 23 for 26, and that bodes well for our team, not only tonight but hopefully in tournament play. But yeah, I mean, you feel that. And I reminded our guys, at halftime I thought we were a little down. So we're up 3 and felt like we're up 10-12 the whole half. But hey, if I told you 20 minutes to win a Big East title, you wouldn't be excited. And I thought we came out with a ton of energy to start the second half. And just had to hang on against a good team, a tournament team.
Coach, I asked you yesterday, just about the emotion of this game, and you said you wanted to get through the game first. Are you going to take a minute tonight to actually celebrate and kind of take in that your team's accomplished the first Big East championship for this?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what that means. I'm taking it now. I'm going to go up to the banquet and talk about our seniors, and probably take a minute then, and we'll go to my favorite sports bar and take a Miller Lite draft, and take a moment then, and then start working on the fall.
Are you taking the trophy home tonight?
I'll tell you what, I almost injured Trayvon Blewett. I held that thing up. I'm not as strong as I look, and it's really top heavy. And I saw the silver ball going towards Blewett's head, and fortunately my quick cat-like reactions stopped it from happening.
Congratulations first and foremost. You spoke to the seniors. One senior in particular I want to talk about is Matt Singleton. He's been in this gym for 4 years, and then he comes out on senior night. What has he meant to this team?
Yeah, well, he's been in the gym for 4 years, but 3 of them were with the band. He's a better tuba player than he is a basketball player. He's an awesome kid, and he does anything that we ask of him. He'll hold a blocking pad. He gets knocked in the nose. He gets knocked down. O'Mara and Tyreek, those are some big guys, and he's done a lot. And he not a guy on our team that doesn't have some type of role. And you need that. You need camaraderie in a group that's willing to work for goals, and that's what we have, and that's a big part of that.
Chris, the last time you cut down nets was 7 years ago in a different conference. Can you speak to the grind that it is to get through a season and win a regular season title? It's not a tournament where you play 3 games in 4 days or whatever. I mean, can you just talk about that?
It's hard. It just shows that despite maybe, from game to game, maybe we're not at our absolute best, but we are the most consistent team. To go 18 league games, 17 to this point, in a league that's going to have 6, more than likely, NCAA tournament teams. I mean, when we did it in the A-10, no disrespect, like the best year they might get 5, you know, and this is a much tougher, more physical. You got to be lucky. I mean, last year you could see us, you know, we get injured, Edmund goes down, Trayvon goes down, and the margin for error in this league isn't a great one. And so it's incredibly rewarding to watch a group that came in as freshmen be able to celebrate on senior night and cut down the days.
Coach, I just wondered if you're going to use the outright title as motivation for your team. Is that a big step for you guys going into fall?
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you? You know, like everybody says, born on our side, and the team that's giving us fits is Villanova, and who better to keep it from than them? You know, and a great program. No, nobody knows that better than our guys in the locker room. And I got a lot of respect for Jay, but we want the title. You know, we don't want to put the word "co" on that trophy. But having said that, we got to prove it on Saturday. We can say that all we want, and if we come out and we're sleepwalking, you know, the game's early. If we come out and we're sleepwalking, I mean, Paul gave us everything we wanted and more, and should have beat us and could have beat us here at the Centos in the beginning of the year. So, you know, we better be razor sharp on Saturday if we want that to happen for us.
So that selfie, you've already tweeted it out. It's already
Pretty
got,
cool,
like,
huh?
Did you like, was that in your back pocket, or was it completely spontaneous?
It's Mario's idea. Surround yourself with a good staff. That was the word of advice when I first got the job, and Mario's been through 3 or 4 head coaches here, and you know, he said that, and I was like, man, that's a pretty good idea. So it's pretty cool, and yeah, I think I like that. I like it.
Did you get a lot of texts or responses already from former players or staff members?
A few of them were already here in the building. You know, Dwayne Wilson and Keith Jackson, Maurice McAfee. I'm sure there are a ton more, but those were just sort of the ones that were right next to me. Sometimes I don't, on game night, get great cell service back in the coach's locker room because everybody's probably on the Wi-Fi. So if you could talk to our athletic director and get that fixed, that'd be great. But no, I've already gotten Dante Jackson's text me. A bunch of guys have. I haven't looked all the way through my phone yet. Thanks, guys.